curvy, wavy, big titties, little waist, body crazy, curvy, wavy, big titties, little waist.
What up, guys? It's your boy Chris, aka Money Mitch, back with another episode of Money Mitch Show. Did you miss me? Because I missed you. What is up? It is Monday, which means what? Military Mondays, Military Mondays. Alright, as you can tell by today's title, these are 5 things that I wish that I knew before joining the Navy. Let's jump right into this. Alright, first things first. I don't know if this is because I watch too many hand-to-hand combat movies or like play Call of Duty too much or watch Top Gun or whatever the case may be, but there is absolutely no hand-to-hand combat and no like gun shooting. Like unless you're like a SEAL or a air crewman or something like that, I've only shot the gun one time, and that was at boot camp. Other than that, I have not like had to shoot and defend. You know what I'm saying? Like it has not been like that. And so I thought when I joined, I was gonna be on the front line like, you know what I'm saying? Thought I was gonna be really murking people out here. But no, instead, you know what I do? I fix helicopters. So, and there's no chance of me actually having to really shoot something unless we're like under fire. But then again, like I probably won't be the one that's shooting. I'll probably be getting the aircraft ready to go fly so they can go shoot. And so yeah, so there's absolutely no hand-to-hand combat, which is kind of sad. But if that's like your dream and your childhood fantasy, go and join the Marines, join the Army, or if you really want to join the Navy, become a SEAL or like an air crewman. I mean, because those are the people that really I get to see shoot guns. Oh, and then MAs. You can be an MA if you want. They shoot, I think, sometimes. But for the rest of us, we don't shoot. I mean, we can sign up to go shoot the gun, but it's just like target practice, basically. It's nothing really cool. Alright, second thing that I wish that I knew before I joined the Navy. I wish that someone would have told me what deployments were really like. Boy, oh boy, I might have reconsidered the Air Force a lot harder if someone would have told me what deployments were like before joining the Navy, because deployments aren't bad, they're just very long sometimes. And I didn't know that you didn't have cell phone service in the middle of the ocean. Like I thought I was gonna be out there on my phone 24/7. No, that's not the case. Not the case whatsoever. You have absolutely positively no cell phone service out in the middle of the ocean, and so therefore you're just stranded on this boat with like 2 to 3 people, unless you're in a carrier, which is like thousands of people in the middle of nowhere. I mean, you have internet access, but it's very scarce out there, so sometimes you may not have internet access because the boat can't get service for you, or they might have to be offline so that way no one finds the boat. So it's very, very, very hard to talk to the outside world while you're on deployment. And then again, once you get internet access and you have like service, I guess, to be on the internet, it's so daggone slow. It's slow as I don't know what, boy. But yeah, and then you're just bored. Like you're doing the same thing day in and day out, working 12-hour shifts for 7 days a week for months at a time. And so you're just constantly doing the same thing over and 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 over again. And it drives you stir crazy. And not to neglect the fact that you're with the same people day in and day out, so you start to get really irritated on those people very quickly. And so yeah, like I wish someone would have told me what deployment was really about. Like, because there's no cable out there, so you don't really get to watch TV unless you download movies to your hard drive or to your phone or something. You just see nothing but water, especially nowadays in this COVID times. There's no port calls, so you don't pull in the port, and so you're just on this boat for like 200 to 300 days at a time. Like, it's really ridiculous. So yes, that's definitely one thing that I wish someone would have told me about, was the real deal about deployments before I joined the Navy. Before I signed my name on that dotted line, I wish somebody would have told me, because boy, I might have been in the Air Force. Alright, so another thing, number 3, that I wish that I would have known before joining the Navy, that you really don't get a say-so where you go. Like, let me just tell y'all, you don't really get a say-so. So how you get orders is basically, so your first set of orders at the A school is different, but once you get like to the fleet and you start to pick your own orders, so this is what you get 3 looks. So they have a set of orders that's available for your rank and your rate, and so you pick your top 5 off that list, and then the Navy decides, and the command that you want to go to decides if they want you. And if they don't want you and they don't want to see you there, then guess what? You don't get selected that look, or because they might want somebody else because they're just better. So it's just like basically like being drafted. Like they're going to pick through who wants to come here and then pick their top pick. And so you get 3 looks at those. So let's say you look the first time, you get nothing. Second time, you get nothing. Third time, and you get nothing, boy, then you go to needs of the Navy, which just means you're gonna go wherever the Navy wants to send you a little behind, because they don't care. It's like, well, we gave you 3 chances, you didn't pick. Well, technically you did pick, but they didn't pick you. So now we're gonna send you where we want to send you, and that is not the best. So yes, but sometimes people lock up and they get the orders that they want, like to Spain or Italy or to overseas. Sometimes people do get those orders. Like I was undead, so like my orders were selected for me before I even graduated boot camp. Like I knew where I was going. I didn't really know where HSM 5-1 was, but it turns out I was in Japan, and I had the best time of my life in Japan. But not everyone's gonna be as lucky as that. I was pretty lucky in that instance, but yeah. That's definitely one of the things I wish I'd have known, that you don't really get a say-so on where you get to go. You don't really even get to pick sometimes. Sometimes they just pick for you, and that is bull. So, the 4th thing that I wish that I would have known before joining the Navy is, drum roll please, the working hours. Let me tell y'all something. Sea duty working hours is no joke. Like at my last command, I would go to work around 7. 7 is when things started happening. So I really had to be there by like 6:30-ish, and so 7 was when we started doing fall walk down and maintenance meetings. So I was there from 7 all the way sometimes to 5 or 6. Or if we were like underway, like on deployment, you literally work 12 hours a day, 7 days a week. There's no breaks unless you pull in the port. There's no like, oh, you know, just take the day off, we'll just float off from somewhere. No, you literally work 7 days a week, 12 on, 12 off, for months on end. And I feel like for the amount of work that we do and the amount of pay that we get, let me tell y'all something. If the Navy was hourly, boy, I'd be a billionaire by now. But it's not. It's salary, and I'm scraping change off the floor. Like, it is ridiculous. And so yeah, it's just the working hours are not fun. A lot of times, like even now, like I'm on short duty now, I don't have to be to work till 8. And so I technically have to be at work by like 7:30 because I'm in charge, so I need to go there and prepare for maintenance meeting, blah, blah, blah. And so I usually go to work around 7:30, and then I don't leave until like 4 sometimes. And that's still a very long day, and let there be like a situation where they need me to stay behind, oh, then I'm not leaving until like 5 or 6, and I've been there since 7, and I'm exhausted. Not only am I exhausted, I have to come home and do homework. I have to play with my dog, take him out for walks. I gotta make videos. I got other things I want to do in my life, and let me tell you, the working hours take up a lot of my time. And so it leaves me very little minimum time to do things I want. And plus I have school. So like, yeah, I have to come home and do a lot of things in a short amount of time. I get home like at 4, maybe 5-ish, depending sometimes. And I immediately go work out. I come back, I take a shower, do homework. While I'm doing homework, I'm eating. And somewhere in between that, I take my dog out for a walk. Play with him for a little while. And then after I get done with homework, depending on what time it is, I may try to record a video real quick or some TikToks or something to help build my online brand presence, I guess you say. But yeah, it is a very time consuming thing. Your working hours for the amount of money that you're given is, I don't think it's fair. I feel like as much as the NBA players get paid, we should get paid something like that. Maybe not millions, but definitely some more thousands, because this is chump change. And then the last thing, the 5th and last thing that I wish I would have known before joining the Navy is that the tedious tasks that they make you do. Like, everything in the Navy is a process. Even trying to go get to medical to go get a shot or something, or to get like physical, it is a process. There's so many steps that it's almost like saying like, forget it, I don't want this daggone shot, I don't want this physical, I don't want this, just forget it, like I'm done. And so those are like, that's one example of the tedious task. And then like I work, there's so many like steps to do things, which is fine because you know everything has a step for a reason as far as like at least aircraft maintenance, but like there's so many tedious tasks. And oh, this thing too, busy work. I'm sorry, it's tedious tasks / busy work. These people will not let you go home on time, even if you are done with your work. Let's say you're supposed to go home at like working hours of between 8 and 4. And it's like 2 o'clock and you are done with your work. I mean, you are done. Like, ain't nothing left to do. They will pull something out of their butt and make you do it for the last 2 hours instead of just letting you go home. What is the harm of letting myself go home? Like, what? It is the most annoying thing, because I hate busy work. Because it's like, why make me sit here and do these little tedious tasks for the simple fact that you don't want me to go home? Like, why? Like, you might hate your life at home, but I love my life at home. Like, y'all, look, my home life is great. Just because you and your wife or you and your husband don't get along and you don't want to be at home with your thousands of kids, don't make me suffer hell. I mean, look, stay here by yourself, but send the rest of us home. And so, yeah, that's definitely another one of the things that I wish I would have known before joining the Navy. Because, like, I feel like in the civilian world, it's just not like that. Like, you're done with your work, you can go home. Like, you just go. There's no reason for you to stay there. Alright guys, that concludes this video. It has been another great Military Monday. Those are my 5 things that I wish that I would have known prior to joining the Navy. As always, make sure you like, subscribe, repost the video, share your mama and daddy, sister, cousin, uncle, whoever. Make sure they like and subscribe. Follow me on my other social media down below, and be on the lookout for this Money Mitch merch. It is Monday, March 8th, which means I said the 26th, can't do math, but I got how many more days it is till it comes out. So y'all just be on the lookout for that. Be on the lookout for more videos, and as always, thank you and goodbye.